Folks, check it out. Today we are talking top 10 fidget sliders. Those are magnetic, free-floating sliders. First, we'll start off with the Pyra. This is an aluminum shell stainless steel plate slider from Tqedc. Pretty hot on the market, although it seems like maybe it's cooled a little bit. These things were going for like $650 for a little bit. Just what people were paying secondhand. But you can see it has this really incredible plate design, and all those machine lines going in different directions creates a really great scratch and a very playable surface so that this thing moves like a dream. Now it is a little small, so hand size wise, I mean, I feel like I have pretty average hands, but I've heard from larger handed people that this was ultimately a little too small for them to enjoy. But there you go, folks. That's the Pyra. Next, we'll go to the Lagrange Haptics Crux. Now, you'll notice that this is missing one long piece. It's in the other room. Generally, I use this as a two-piece slider, and it just has this really great feel. Just kind of an interesting gameplay. This is stainless steel. I had the titanium one for a while, but if any of you know me, you know that well, I'm pretty indecisive when it comes to these and which one I like more. I had sold my stainless steel one, bought the titanium one, and then ultimately kind of missed the weight and the sound of the stainless steel, and sold the titanium and bought the stainless steel back. So I love that thing. I think it's just got a really great form, and I really kind of like these curved sliders that just kind of add a little interesting play to them. There we go. Next, we've got the KiNDustriesUSA Scoop slider, and with those kind of deeper grooved plates. This thing is one of my favorite sliders in my collection. I reached out to KiNDustries right after I got this and just said, wow, I mean, I think you nailed it. You knocked it out of the park. This is really one of my favorite sliders. Also an aluminum body, and the stainless steel plates. This is one that I would absolutely have, anodized or have something special done to it, because it is just a special slider that's going to stay in my collection. So I love that body style. They've got multiple versions, but that is my favorite. This MagLab I use pretty consistently. I think this one is called a, what is it? Plain Jane or Skinny Paul or something like that. I can't remember. Tall Paul. So this one is Zerk, and I just recently purchased the replacement plates. So these are fresh Swiss plates that just move like a dream. They sound great, and it's not even that loud. It's just got such a good feel and function to it. So I love that MagLab right there. Next, we got the Swoop from Fidgetboy. This one recently came back from Shiny EDC, where I had it Cerakoted. So it's just all black. Stainless steel plates. Love how fast, quick that thing moves. It's incredible. Then we have the V5 and V3 from Compoform. This one's crystal titanium. And this one is the Qbert. Alright. V5 has a bit stronger magnets, but ultimately it's about the same size. Then you can see this one has just ever so slightly curvature to the top of the plates where this one does not. Now, I really like the feel of the V5, but I don't know. I don't know if it'll stay in my collection forever. I think the more kind of subtle feeling of the magnets in this V3 might be more my speed and more enjoyable long term. Next we have the Nebula from 42 Cosmo. This got quite a bit of attention when I did the video on it a few weeks ago. Had some pretty enticing offers, but I just don't know that I'm ready to part with this one yet. This one is special because it's got a row of 3 and then that same 4 magnet setup, so you get 1, 2, 3 clicks up, but you get 1, 2 over, which is unusual. It's got some kind of interesting function because of that, and doesn't quite move the same as the other sliders, but I just kind of like how thin and odd it is. Next we've got the Klondike from Fidget Syndicate. Between this and the M02 from Otter EDC, you know, I could just, it's really doing this all day, doing that, up and bringing that down like that. Love that thing. And beautiful. Next we got the Skelly Verk. Alright, this thing is Zerk with stainless steel plates. Just quiet. Lightweight. He does have the radiator plate version that's out there now. And maybe that's good, maybe it's not, I don't know. Mel from EDC Fidget says it is really good. And I'm curious to see how they compare. And we'll have that video coming up. Obviously, I always say my top 10, but it's just whatever I'm playing with. Then we have the travel slider from, it's like OSCS Point or something like that. This one's in, I don't know, what is that, Damascus or something, with Zerk plates. And I just made the magnets a little weaker. And I kind of love the scratch of the plates that you get right here. Alright, I love that whooshing sound, so that has been in rotation quite a bit more. Another one I got was the Zerk Duck slider from Magnus. And this one was secondhand. This is already the V1. He released this and almost immediately released a V2 that has little grooves in the side of it here that I guess maybe add grip. But you can see plates have an interesting shape that go down around this edge. Now it does create a little bit of a sharp spot right here. And maybe part of that was the redesign for the V2. But this thing is phenomenal. Love that. And then obviously I got my titanium Delta tile back. Also Cerakoted by Shiny EDC. This one I'm running with one smooth plate and then one of the patterned plates from Urban EDC. Incredible combo. And that brings me to my last one, which is my carbon fiber one as well, where I have one pattern plate and one smooth. Alright. I love that it just moves really smoothly. I'd say my two runners-up are still my Tqedc in Ultim, which is just tiny. It has a really good sound to it. And then also my Super X, although I just did a magnet swap because I wanted it to be a little lighter, and I think I went too light. So I've got some work to do on this to get it right where I want it and get it perfectly dialed in. But it still moves just the way I like it, and it's pretty quiet. All right. So there you go, folks. Those are my top, free floating sliders for September 2025. Thanks. Folks, welcome to Unfocused. This is the part of the show where I rant, rave, recommend, or reflect. Today I'm going to recommend a audiobook that I just listened to called None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. It's a book about a woman who ends up kind of becoming the subject of the podcast that she hosts. And it's kind of starts out with these two women meeting in a bar, and they're both celebrating their 45th birthday. They were both born in the same town, in the same hospital, and a ton of different plot twists and whatnot occur. It's a lot of fun and really good. I'd say it's a good audiobook just because they do it with a full cast versus one, narrator trying to do a multitude of voices, which sometimes can be take you out of the story a little bit. So definitely recommend that. That is today's recommend.